What's up guys, I'm back with a bit of a tournament report for today's locals. It was only a small 4-round thing, so I just want to do these as a bit of a clarification for myself to see how I've improved over the time, as well as just to let you know what's been going on. I've also got some other videos planned. I tried to record a match with me playing a different deck, with me playing my Cyber Dragons up against a friend of mine, as well as that friend's a profile of their deck that we managed to get. I'm going to apologise because looking back on the playback, it's a little bit dark on the profile, and I may have got the angle wrong on the actual match, so you might not be able to see most of it, but I'm still going to upload those anyway because it would have been a waste of time just taking the camera and not doing anything with it, and not even uploading any of it. So, just going to get right into the profile. This has changed since last time because I did manage to get in some cards, but yeah. Obviously, we've got, for the big guys, we got one Abyss lead, triple Abyss Megalo, and then a triple Teus. I didn't like Teus too much. It's very bricky, and I never actually used it to go into anything. So, you know, I'm not too sure. I don't know about this. Sorry, I just got a message on Facebook. So I don't really know whether I'm going to keep in 3 Teus. Yeah. So that's the 7s. I actually summoned lead by his own effect, which was interesting, really kind of cool, funny. So for the small ones, we got Abyss Pike, 2 Abyss Pike, 1 Abyssland, and then 2 Abyss Gund, because 2 Gund is good. It's a really good it's a really good, oh god, yeah, sorry. It's just a really good sort of like what's my brain doing today? Ratio, that's it, ratio. The Lind is still there because we play Sphere, and Sphere is still alright in the grind, as well as Pike being for your rank 4 plays as well. Okay, so for the Atlanteans, we play the 2 Dragoons, the 3 Marksmen, the 3 Heavy Infantry, and then obviously the triple Neptibus. I don't really need to explain this because I've explained it before, so yeah. Now we've got, for the sort of 2 miscellaneous waters, we run the Deep Sea Diva and Moulin Glacier. I do have a super Deep Sea Diva coming on the way in Spanish, I think, so that's going to be cool. I'll show you that when I get it. Then I run some hand traps. I run Effect Veiler. Interesting thing with Effect Veiler, I was up against a Yosenju player, and I opened up 2 Effect Veiler as well, sorry, and I managed to use both of them in that game. So they weren't terribly dead, even though they made my original handbrake. Then around Maxi, I didn't see Maxi at all, so I'm not too sure whether to keep it or side it. So yeah. And then I run a Gauze Emissary of Darkness. So for rank 5 plays. So that's all of the monsters. I do believe that's 30 monsters. Now on to the 9 spells. So for 1-offs we've got Raigeki, a new one, 1 for 1. That's for discard. That's for going for your Neptibus plays. Late game, if you have this and you have a Goon, use Goon's effect and ditch it with this. It's really useful. We got Salvage, a Soul Charge, and then a Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi. Yeah, there's not really much to say about them. And then for 2 orbs we just run double instant fusion and double twin twister, because I feel that double twin twister is probably the best, and I don't really like any other ratio. And for the 1 trap we do run that single Abyss Sphere. Pardon me. Then over to the extra deck. We run the double Norden for instant fusion. Not really much to say about him. For fusion, not fusions, for synchros, run Tatsunoko, Do Lauren, Gungnir, Trishula, Leo. Oh, that's not in the right order. We run a Black Rose as well. Black Rose was not in the right order. And then finally a Star Eater. Essentially, for the overview, didn't make it, didn't make it, didn't make it, didn't make it, made this all day, didn't make it, made this all day. That's essentially the whole rundown. Although I would not change any of this at all. I think it's actually I just think it's a really good sort of set of synchros for the deck. So I'm not going to ever change that ratio. For Xyz, for level 4s, I still play the 3. I played the Castell 101 and then Abyss Dweller. I did get in my Ulti 101, so that was pretty cool. And then for the throwing of the cards, for the rank 7s, I run Gaios, Big Eye, and then Flare Metal Dragon, which I also got in Ghost. Essentially, the rundown of that is made it all day, didn't make it, didn't make it. And I made Abyss Dweller all day, I didn't make the other 2. And then just because I had pretty tokens. I'll get into the side deck in a second. Side deck wasn't particularly relevant because it was a fun locals. There was only 2 games where I actually sided in. So there we have, the Cyber Dragons and Chimera Tech. That was relevant because I sided it in against Cosmos. I still didn't actually beat that match, unfortunately, which was a shame. Then I sided a single strike, a warning, the 3 Imperial Iron Walls, 2 Decree, and then the 2 of each Imprisoning Mirror. There's not really much I can say about that. I didn't side these in because I didn't come across anything. I sided these in against Yosenju, sided these in, didn't side these 2 in either, but it was just on a hunch because it's a rogue locals. But yeah, that's it really for the deck profile. I'm just gonna chuck the Flare Metal Dragon and talk about the actual matchups. I'm gonna chuck all the Ghost Rares down because I like them. Essentially, I'm gonna sort of keep this short and sweet. Flare Metal's MVP of the day. I managed to burn somebody for about 2,000 with it, which was kind of cool. Matchups. Round 1 was Kozmo. Pardon me. Sorry. Round 1 was Kozmo. That was a 2-1 lost to me. I wasn't able to get. I bricked game 1. Second game I had the OTK with Neptibus, and then third game I had the OTK, but he had. Well, actually, I didn't have the OTK. I had opened up Gore's core, and then something else, some other stuff that were practically irrelevant. And I was trying to bait out him out going into everything, and then gaursing so that I could just carry on with, so I could just stop him and beat over his stuff, as well as just get over his ships by summoning the core. But he had too much back row as well, so that was a shame. Round two was up against, I think he was up against a kid who, I don't know what his deck was about. It was weird, and I don't think he had a strategy. I think it was just a bit of a janky deck. Then third match was up against Yosenju, which I lost because I hate Yosenju. I think it's one of those decks that's so bad it's good. And I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, but it's helmet as fuck. The guy kept on doing the same plays constantly over and over again, and I got tired of it. Then fourth round was Noble Knights, which I 2-0'd, but the guy there, he was a very good player, he's very skilled, he didn't have everything for the deck, but to be honest, I think he worked with what he had, and what he did was very good, and I applaud him for that. Then I played some fun matches, a fun match which will be on the channel later, with my Cyber Dragons up against my friend Sean's, his Dino Mists. I thought we've both got machine decks, so see which one comes on top. And there's a funny thing where, spoilers, but there's a funny bit where I actually infinity his infinity, so I absorb his infinity, and it was kind of cool, kind of funny. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will actually catch you in the next videos to come. See you. Did a bit of stupid. I was actually supposed to show you sort of what I collected throughout the day from sort of like, I guess you could call this my swag list that I got through trades and stuff. So yeah, I was going to do that, but then I forgot about it during the end of the video. But yeah, first of all, I got this first edition Mathematician Secret. I'm quite a fan of this card, so in zombies, so I think I'm going to be putting it in for my zombie Shiranui deck profile, which is kind of nice. So yep, that's one. Then I got in for the same deck. I got in 2 Inferno Reckless Summons in, I think it's Duelist Pack. 2 Super Rare, which is actually really nice. I got them in quite cheaply, so I'm happy about that. They aren't first ed, but I don't know whether they can be. Somebody's going to have to tell me about that. Again, for the same deck, Gold Sarcophagus for the Shiranuis. And then for a Chaos project that I'm working on, I've got an unlimited Secret Rare Charge of the Light Brigade, which I'm not really too bothered about getting this in first ed, because first ed is really expensive, and I can't be bothered with doing that for something that's not terribly competitive. So yeah, but alongside that I did get a first ed ulti solar recharge, which does look really pretty, really quite nice. I'm showing you out the sleeves because the sleeves will be super reflective and you won't be able to see what they generally look like. Then, again for zombies, I got myself a Doom Kaiser Dragon, because it's actually really kind of cool if you combine it with, what is it? zombie world, which I should be adding to the deck sometime soon. And it helps in the mirror match, which is actually kind of cool. So, yeah. And then I have one of the gold prize cards, which I'm really happy to get hold of. I'm going to try pronouncing his name. It's Digvol. I think it's Digvolzag. Digvolzag, King of Heavy Industry, which is going into my Cyber Dragon deck, which I'm really happy about. Then we have this, which I'm going to be testing in my Mermails. I don't know why, I just think it's cool. It's 2 level 4 water monsters, so I think that it might work. It's called number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, which is like an amazing name. But I think it's affected really good, and we go over its effect in the deck profile with Sean, so look forward to that. Then I got in just some cool little things like Utopia Dragon from the original set, and a Ghost Rare Leviathan Dragon. I managed to get a first ed Solemn Strike from someone, so that was nice. And then I got the tokens from... I got these really cheaply because I needed some actual tokens that looked like tokens, so I got the Duelist Kingdom tokens for cheap. So yeah, again, sorry about the weird cutaway, but thank you guys for actually watching. And I will catch you later for some more videos. I'm going to profile Shiranui because of the couple of cards that I got for it that are actually really good. So yeah, just watch out for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.